All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Takk McKinley. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant. You ain't going nowhere. Fire.
Throwing on first down. Mueller dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey. Mike 22. Rip right. Tight dog.
Off play action. Mueller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 43-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Get it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more confident? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. 2nd and 2. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Looking to throw. Mueller. And he finds McLaurin. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons. So from the 36 now. 1st and 10.
Rock it.
Operating from the gun. Mueller eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, let's go second.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now.
Back to throw. Mueller. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
No, it's nothing.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Mueller. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 50. I got you.
Off play action. Mueller. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Ready. Hey, orbit.
57, Mike 57.
All day, baby, all day.
On 1st and 10, Mueller steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
I'm on. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
In your face.
Hard.
Back to the air on second down. Mueller being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here we go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
To throw on third down. Mueller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Touchdown, Falcons! Talk about flipping the script. That punt return, 86 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking deep here for Ebron, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to... They got his man complete! And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Slings this deep for McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Check 13. Watch your out. Twins.
Catch it.
Hey, Delta. Go.
Motion. Reset.
To throw again. Mueller nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Thank you, Gator.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Steve Griffin.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Ready?
On 1st down, Mueller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Jones has it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
He's checking. Crash. Score. Tighten up.
From the gun, Mueller. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
You must be dreaming.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Hey. All day, defense, all day. Now.
2nd and 15. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Go.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Ready up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gurley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 50.
Look at me. Zipper.
Looking to throw. Mueller going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Mueller. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On third down, Singletary. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Leo.
Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Muller. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Let's go. Here we go. Mike, 7 ending. Let's go, D. Got double tight. Double tight. Let's go.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go right back to Singletary, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Big grip.
Operating from the gun, Mueller. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 32 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Singletary again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. They will run with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Muller. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Terry McLaurin. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, here we go.
Singletary to get the drive started. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move him out of the B gap in order to create space?
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the back. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Terry McLaurin, 85 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Oh, a quarterback sneak on second down. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Oh, they'll try and sneak this. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line.
Well, they gave it a shot, quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
The Steelers send out their punter now. On, we think. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Singletary. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out to his left. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Squeeze, double. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Rock it. 3.
On 1st down, Mueller. He's going to loft one deep left side. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. The 30, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Marr on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but they're accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Muller. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing.
Wide open, complete. Past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's